Tapos yung pong 68 years old. Madaling araw, ngalakal na ako. Ngayon, ibibinta ko sa junk shop pagkas 8 ng umaga. Yun na lang yun ang kikain ko. Yun ang pasalasalahan namin mag-ina. Yun na namin yun ang aking kaya. Na alam, makakaya na lang. Yun na lang yun. Kasi yun na yan. Tuwing umaga, ang kita ko, hindi pa rin ako rehat. May 50, may 30, may 60. Hindi pa rin talaga pangalakal. Kaya nagbabudget kami kung paano naman ibabudget namin yung kikitain na yun. Kaya nag-testis lang din kami. Oh, ang gigaan na. Dami agad eh. Oh. Tayo. Oh, pao.
Pag kumita yung asawa ko, pag 60 pesos, jackpot na sa amin yun. Ako po si Nene, 40 years old. Ang 5 anak namin. Ang panganay namin ni Umpong, 8 taong gulang na, si Karen. Ang sumunod po ay si Romeo, 7 gulang na. Ang pangatlo po si Joseph ay 4 na taon. Ang panglima si pang-apat si nakakalimutan ko anak ko.
Pang-apat? Ha?
Pang-apat naman po na anak ko, si July, na po siya, 2 taon. Yung punso ko ngayon, 6 na buwan.
Ano pong pangalan?
Si Donalyn. Yan ang punso ko ngayon. Baby.
Dati po kami nakatira sa Bicol. Lumuwas po kami na Maynila. Gawa po nung namatay ang kapatid. Nabaril po siya sa gangwar. Hindi naman po kami makauwi-uwi ng Bicol dahil wala po kami pamasahe. 11 taon na po kami nakatira dito sa Maynila. Nakikipagsapalaran na po.
Nanay Malu, ano pong pinangkakabuhayan niyo ngayon?
Sa ngayon po ay namamalimos po kami doon po sa malayo. Kasama ko po ang 3 ko pong anak na babae. Hindi po sa kanila, hindi po kasi nila alam ng mga taga rito dahil mga chismosa po mga tao dito.
Kaya lumalayo po kayo.
Opo.
Nanay, magkano naman po ang naiuwi niyo?
Depende po. Basta sapat na po sa amin na magkaroon ng pambili ng pagkain. Kaulam po. Umuwi na po kaagad kami mag-iina. Okay lang po. Kahit 1 beses lang naman po kami makakain sa isang araw. Malagyan lang po ang tiyan ng mga anak ko.
Nanay, bakit po hindi kayo maghanap ng trabaho?
Hindi po naman po ako pwedeng makapaghanap po ng trabaho. Isa pa po, mahirap po maghanap ng trabaho at saka may maliit pa po akong anak na dumedede po sa akin at wala po ako pambiling gatas para ipadede po sa kanya.
kaya po lagi niyong hawak yung anak niyo po.
Opo. Ayun po, pagka namamalimos po kami, meron po kami makakain. Pero pag wala po kami na hindi po kami makakakain. Lalo na po pag bumabagyo.
Mahirap po.
Mahirap po talaga ang buhay.
Wala pong tao pag malakas ang ulan. Wala rin
Opo.
po magbibigay sa inyo.
Opo.
Ang kwento sa atin ni Nanay Malu, wala pa silang kinakain ngayong araw na to. Ang huling kain nila kagabi pa. Dahil ngayong araw na to hindi pa nakakaalis si Nanay, hindi pa siya nakakalimos. Ayan, sasamahan na po natin si Nanay Mamalimos. Gutom na po kasi mag-uwi.
kailangan nyo para makakain ngayong araw? Magkano po yung kanin tsaka itlog?
Dalawang kanin, 20. Tapos itlog, 17. 17 ang itlog.
Magkano na lang po matitira?
Wala na po.
Bibili na po tayo?
Opo. sila kasi hindi pa kumakain, kaya makakainin ko nila. Halika lang na po.
Yung isa nakatulog na oh.
Kaya nga eh. Nag-iiyak kanina kaya medyo may kasama ko magsahin kanina. Ngayon pa lang ako nakapalabo.
At dinisi kayo mga apo ko at kakain nga kayo at ng kwan. Kukunin ko po yung aking plato. Ito po, at yung kakainin ko po, nagugutom na rin po sila. Sandali, at dito kayo kakain. Sandali, at mag-ulam na lang kayo ng asin. Karami tayong ulam. Pagpitisan nyo na lang itong ulam na asin. Sige, kain na. Sige, kain na kayo. Kumain na, sige, Sige, kain na kayo, kain na. Dali. Nang na. Maubos, sige na.
Nanay Gloria, paano kayo ni tatay, tsaka ng mga anak mo?
Sige. Ngayon, may po kami kakain kapag meron po silang natirang kanin. Yan lang po kakainin namin. Basta makakain lang po yung mga apo ko. Diba na po kami, magpipis na lang po kami. Huwag kayo anak mag-agawan. Kumain lang kayo. Ate asin, amat mag-asin na lang kayo. Mag-asin. Ito lalagyan ko ng asin. Ayan, ayan, sige. Ay, kawawa mo itong mga apo ko. Nagutom.
Gutom na gutom sila na yan, oh.
Nagutom sila,
Pero sarap na sarap kasi nanay sa ganyang
Ay,
ulam.
sanay na po sila sa asin na ulam. Ganyan po ang hirap po namin. Hindi na po sila naghahanap ng kung ano po yung meron na ulam. Siya naman po ang pagtukalan nila. Hindi na po sila naghahanap ng ulam. Basta't may asin. Nakakuan po sila, nasanay na po sila ganyan sa pagkain namin na ganyan. Yan po. Gutom kain yan.
Bakit ka umiiyak?
Sige. Nanaulog na. Kawawa na mga panlalaki ng mga sugo nila. Panagutom na sila ng gusto.
Ganyan lagi, nay? Ganyan lagi sila?
Ganyan sila palagi. Sige, mga kayo. Yung pakainin yung umiiyak na yun. Nawala na silang pagkain. At din ako, Apo ka, halika rito. Kumain dito, Umiiyak ni Apo ko, Wala na siyang natirang pagkain. Halika rito,
Pakainin yung isa,
Pakainin
yung isa.
Ate ni, kain. Nagutom,
Gutom siya.
Meron pang konti rito, Ayan, ayan,
Gutom siya,
nagutom. Bili ng bigas. Nakakasya nung po sa kanya nung po yung pagkain yung paano po yung meron. Siya yung pinagkagawan ng mga apo ko. Gutom na gutom. Huwag kayo magkalimutan, anak. Nag-aagawan sila sa konting kanin. Diyos ko.
Wala na ba, nay? Ubus na?
Wala na, ubos na po. Wala nang tira. Nag-iiyakan pa po sila at kwan. Gusto pa po nilang kumain talaga, wala na po silang pagkain.
Nakakain ka ba? Ha? Hindi ka nakakain? Wawa naman. Wala na ba kayo dyan, nay? Wala nang kanin?
Wala na po, ubos na.
Kunti lang yung nakain niya, Wawa
Kakain na
naman.
lang po mamaya. Ganyan po ang buhay namin dito. Ano lang po yung meron, siya po pinagkakasyan namin. Kaya po ganyan ang mga katawan nila, paano kulang na kulang po sa pagkain.
Bersab ko yung pinakain.
Meron po silang natirang kanin.
makakailan po yung mga apo ko. Diba na po kami, magtitiis na lang po kami. Huwag kayo anak mag-agawan. Kumain lang kayo. Ate asin amat mag-asin na lang kayo. Mag-asin. Ito lalagyan ko ng asin. Ayan ayan. Sige. Ay, kawawa mo itong mga apo ko. Nagutom.
Gutom na gutom sila na yan, oh.
Nagutom sila,
Pero sarap na sarap na
sige.
sila, Nay, sa ganyang
Ay,
ulam.
sanay na po sila sa asin na ulam. Ganyan po ang hirap po namin. Hindi na po sila naghahanap ng kung ano po yung meron na ulam. Siya naman po ang pagtukalan nila. Hindi na po sila naghahanap ng ulam. Basta't may asin. Nakakuan po sila, nasanay na po sila ganyan sa pagkain namin na ganyan. Yan po. Gutom kain yan.
Bakit ka umiiyak?
Asin. Sige. Kawawa na mga panlalaki ng mga sugo nila. Panagutom na sila ng gusto.
Ganyan lagi, Nay? Ganyan lagi sila?
Ganyan sila palagi. Sige, mga kayaw. Yung pakainin yung miyak na yun. Nawala na silang pagkain. At din ako, Apo ka, halika rito. Kumain dito, Miyak ni Apo ko, wala na siyang natirang pagkain. Halika rito,
Pakainin yung isa,
Pakainin
yung isa.
Ate ni, kain. Nagutom,
Gutom siya.
Meron pang konti rito, Ayan,
Gutom siya,
nagutom. Bili ng bigas. Nakakasya nung po sa kanya nung po yung pagkain niya, paano po yung meron. Siya yung pinagkagawan ng mga apo ko. Gutom na gutom. Huwag kayo magkalimutan, anak. Nag-aagawan sila sa konting kanin. Diyos ko.
Wala na ba, Nay? Ubus na?
Wala na, ubos na po. Wala nang tira. Nag-iiyakan pa po sila at Juan. Gusto pa po nilang kumain talaga, wala na po silang pagkain.
Maalam pa po kayong mag-anak.
Ako kasi maano na kasi ako, parang may araw na talaga ako, ulyani na talaga ako. Kahit na ito yung mga ko, malimutin na talaga ako. Totoo talaga yun.
Hindi po yung mga pangalan ng anak niyo nakakalimutan.
Oo. Kahit yung birthday nila, nakakalimutan ko rin. Yung anak ko naman, minsan naiipon ko rin. Hahanapin ko na naman, babalik ako, naalala ko na lang sa bahay. Kung kasi ulyani na talaga ako, minsan, na nga ako, pag tinatawag ako, di ako nakakarinig. At gano'n. Oo. Kahit na yung bang parang na ako, kaiba ko.
Mali-mali na.
Oo, mali-mali na lang, ganun. Kasi nalalanghap kasi natin ang basura. Nakakabubo pala yun, nakakaano sa virus, nakakabubo pala yun, lalo na pag kulang sa tulog, lipas gutom, yun parang tulala. Diba? Ganun yung lipas gutom. Ganyan na naranasan din yung anak ko tulalatin Pag nagsalita doon yung anak ko, utal-utal din, matagal siya bago siya mayroon po akong anak sa una. Ako po yung nagpalaki na aaruga. Hirap pala mag-isa pag wala kang asawa. Iba po. Kaya nagtitis kami noon ng gutom, puro iyak kami yung anak ko. Wala akong maibibigay, payat-payat kami ng buhon. Kaya nung napilitan na lang ako nag-asawa talaga ako. Kaya hanggang ngayon, napakalamat din ako nakasama ko ang asawa ko.
Kanya baka mga labit siya. Bata pa sa akin yan.
Tatay, may balak pa po ba kayong mag-anak?
Hindi na ako pa.
Paano po pag malamig ang gabi?
Kahit na ganun gawin, talagang ayaw ko na. Sa edad kong ito.
Opo.
Kasi yung 5 anak namin, parang naghirapan na ako.
Opo.
Pang buhay araw-araw.
Opo.
Kaya ko sa asawa ko, yun siya ang mali pagka nangalabit.
Ah,
Sa ibang,
Martin na, kasi kasi sa hirap ng buhay niya eh.
Dapat lang ganun talaga yun.
Simple
Tutupan
lang.
lang natin yung mga anak natin.
Oo.
Ano na lang natin. Haba ako na mabuhay. Tuwang ba? Ngayon, pupulan na ako. Sa ilatong ito. Ikaw na lang magtibuyod yan. Oh, huwag ka na mag-asawa kahit ano mangyari. Tak, kasalanan mo na yan. Buhol-buhol ang problema mo. Balik ulo
Hindi
ka.
naman ako mag-asawa na eh. Naranasan ko na yan sa hirap eh.
Kumalap ko na lang dito. Pagulan na ako.
Papalakihin ko na lang yung mga anak ko.
Pagulalin.
Kasi pag nag-asawa ko, masisira yung kinabukasan ng mga anak ko.
Ay, ayaw ka na. Huwag ka na. Huwag ka na. Huwag ka na. Mag-asawa pag ako namatay na. Maniwala ka.
Ang kwento sa atin ni tatay, mahirap daw mag-isa, malungkot, at saka pagka nagkakasakit, wala raw nag-aalaga. Kaya naghanap siya ng mapapangasawa niya. Sakto naman na kilala niya si Nanay Nene, pareho silang nangangalakal. Bali, simula noon hanggang ngayon, magkasama silang, magkatuwang sila sa mga anak nila.
Mark said, quote, "This is my personal opinion. The justice system in the Philippines is double standard. Justice only works for the privileged and people with money." About the case of Christine. It's the talk of the town, the talk of the nation. People are crazy about it. News media networks bombard people with information about Christine and the ongoing circus. The hack, even Senator Manny Pacquiao, offered a 500,000 pesos reward for catching the alleged suspects. The Philippine National Police are on it big time, telling the news media that they will not stop until justice is served for Christine. Filipinos experience violence every day. Filipinos experience abuses and repression every day. How come those unprivileged and oppressed don't get the same attention? This is my personal opinion and I have all the rights to express it, according to the Constitution Bill of Rights. Unquote. Mark said, quote, "The terrible incident about it is the talk of the town. Everybody is talking about it. You will see and read news articles, blogs and comments about it all over social media sites. Giant news media networks bombard viewers and listeners about it. The heck, even the Commission on Human Rights are on it. This is my personal opinion and insight. The terrible news about the incident is all over and the talks of everybody, because she was a gorgeous, tall and fair-skinned Filipina woman. Plus, she was a flight attendant. Yes, a flight attendant. Just to let you know guys, many Filipinos are crazy about flight attendants. Many Filipinos adore and fantasize flight attendants. In the Philippines, if you are a flight attendant, you are well respected and considered VIP. Violence against women happen every day in the Philippines, but not all get viral, not all get proper attention nor go on the news headlines. The heck, many are actually just being ignored. And what's up with the Commission on Human Rights? The CHR must pay more attention to the victims of repression and abuses of the police, military and the government. In the Philippines, justice only works for the privileged and people who have money. Unquote.
kanin, doon na lang ako bibili banda doon sa amin para mas mura.
Tapos yun na po yung pagsasaluhan nyo? 2 tasang kanin?
Opo.
Kakasya po ba yun?
Opo, hati-hati po kami.
Tumka na talaga na yun.
Ganito lang talaga ang buhay namin. Pag may nahingi, may pagkain. Pag wala, mahirap talaga ang buhay. Kaya, ito po, nakabili na po ako ng kanin at saka uulamin namin. Makakakain na po kami.
Dahil sa maliit ang bahay nila nanay, dito sila sa labas ng bahay nila sila kumakain. Dalawang tasang kanin lang po ang kanilang kanin at 3 itlog ng buhay. Umagahan, tanghalian, hapunan. Yun na po.
Kaya nakala mo sa bahay ka na. Hindi ka na. Ibalik ka. Huwag yan mo, mamaya mo para tapos. Oh, ibigay mo na kay Carla. Ano yan siya? Paano mahirapan? Intay.
Ay, umiiyak na naman yung selfie ko. Siguro busy kasi nakakain na maayos.
Walang natira dun sa napalimusan nila Ate Malu. Bali, meron pa silang kailangang bayaran na 50 pesos sa tubig at 100 sa ilaw sa loob ng 1 linggo. So, bali ngayong linggong to, wala pa silang kabayad dun sa mga kailangan nilang bayaran.
Nice smile, huh? Good.
Philippines mà lên những point. Today I'm come to you to visit them or to share something for them. Yes. Các bạn làm thơ bên ở các trai lên thay đi muốiรับผู้รู้นะโอเคยินดีuntuk orang Brunei hai miền sự thơ một cái báo hai miền cờ lơ hai miền mai đai mùi
That's for the picture. Don't worry about the flag.
I'm so happy. The feeling is so full of joy.
Me too. I'm happy.
Yes.
Representing the country of the Philippines. And there's the Philippine flag. Yay!
Yes, one I want. For the okay, yeah.
One by one, one by one.
Don't repeat. Don't repeat.
Chocolate. We are giving Hershey's chocolate. Imported from the United States.
Không cho mà mọc mẹ.
No more chocolates. No more chocolates. meron siyang sinasabi in English. I'm gonna speak English na lang so I don't need to translate. What's your name again?
Manilin, sir.
Manilin. Manilin Reynes?
Yes, sir.
Manilin Reynes, the actress.
Manilin Reyes.
You are more beautiful than Manilin Reynes.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And your name?
Alma, sir.
Alma Moreno? Alma Moreno, the sexy actress. I'm gonna tell you something. You are sexier than Alma Moreno. And this one, what's your name?
Liza po.
Glyza? De Castro? Glyza De Castro, the actress. Oh, remove the towel. You are more beautiful than Glyza De Castro.
Thank you po.
So Manilin was saying something to me. Say it please.
Dito kasi sa amin, sir, mga politiko, kilala lang kami pag-eleksyon. Pero pag nagtapos na wala na, hindi ka na kilala, palagpasan ka na lang dyan. Hindi ka napapansin. Kaya sana po, mamili po tayo ng iboboto natin yung maayos. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Now,
Salamat din kasi po, nararating kami kahit hindi siya lalaban. Nabibigyan kami ng tulong dito, nabibigyan kami ng bigas. Malaking bagay po sa amin yun.
I'm not a politician.
Oo, hindi po siya lumalaban pero tumutulong siya sa mga tao. Sana po ganyan din po kayo. Hindi lang yung kung eleksyon, lalapit kayo dito sa amin. Sa amin sila, wala akong masabi sa kanila. Si Sir Cesar, pag sinabihan mo, dito na po sila agad. Dito na yung tulong si Sir Mark. Salamat, maraming salamat.
You're welcome. Now my problem,
Sana wag kayong magsawa
my problem is, how am I going to translate it in English? So long. Okay, she said, I'm not a politician, but I help. I help people like them. The fact that I'm not a politician. Now she said that in her area, in this place, the politicians only know them in the time of election. After election, those politicians who they voted don't know them anymore after the election. Holy moly.
Kaya,
What else can I say? Welcome to the Philippines.
yes. Thank you, Sir Mark. Thank you, Sir Cesar. Wala akong masabi.
I'm not a politician,
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. I'm not a politician, but wait.
Oh, baka sabihin niyo, boboto namin siya, hindi siya tumatakbo.
This is not vote buying, I'm not a politician, I'm not running for office. Pasensya na kasi ito lang yung nasa wallet ko.
Sir, baka pwede yung mukha mo dyan.
She said I need to put my face on the money or in the money.
Kasi kailangan may kapalit yung iba eh. Sa inyo kasi walang kapalit, sir.
Yeah.
Magpasalamat lang kami.
Walang kapalit.
Sobrang na sa inyo. Pero,
Well, this is for for you girls carrying the box. I was carrying the heavy box, and then they came along, and then they were like, "Oh sir, let me help you," and they carried the heavy box. A 30-minute walk,
Yes.
right?
30 minutes.
Long time, long walk.
Yeah.
So thank you so much
Thank you
for
din
carrying
po.
the
Thank you din, sir.
big heavy
Sir,
box.
dati nagpapanood lang namin kayo sa YouTube.
nandito naman.
Say that in English, please. She said that before they were only watching me on YouTube,
Sobrang dami.
but now I'm in front of her. Are you happy?
Yes, sir.
She's happy to see me in person.
Na-idol ka namin, sir, kasi ang dami mong natutulungan.
Oh, I have a big question. Am I handsome or not handsome?
Handsome!
Because I'm handsome, happy kayo.
Thank you, sir.
Share na lang kayo, ha?
Sir, thank you, ha. Sana balikan niyo pa kami ulit. Sana huwag kayong magsasawang tumulong, sir, dito sa amin.
Sige, pakakap nga.
Yakap na ulit eh.
Manilin Reynes.
Nakayakap ako, gwapo.
Glyza De Castro.
Very handsome, ha? Ala,
Si Sexy. Si Sexy Bold Star, in the 1980s.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Cesar, thank you.
Pagpasensyahan nyo na.
Malaking bagay sa amin to, sir.
Sige.
Thank you,
Sige,
sir.
mauna na
Malaking
kami,
bagay.
ha?
Sige, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Someone left a comment. He said, "Mark, why do you only show poverty in the Philippines? Instead of showing poor people, why don't you show the rich Filipinos and their luxurious lifestyle? Not all Filipinos are poor, there are rich Filipinos too. You are degrading our country for showing poverty and poor people on the internet. Mark's reply. My friend, you are on the wrong channel. I suggest you subscribe to the wives of some Filipino politicians who do nothing but to show their extravagant and luxurious lifestyle on social media. Yes, leave this channel and subscribe to them if you only want to see the delusion of reality in the Philippines. I upload videos and films about poverty in the Philippines to spread social awareness. I want the whole world to see that social inequality, huge economic inequality, oppression, repression, exploitation, and abuse do exist in the Philippines. It is wrong to accept that poverty naturally exists, and there's nothing we could do about it. We can't just play deaf, mute, and blind. We have to be aware, we have to pay attention, and we have to do something about it. Mark said, quote, 98% of viewers of this channel have no mental capacity, interest and knowledge for the real roots of poverty and social injustices. Many of the viewers of this channel, majority are Filipinos, are here for entertainment only. Yes, they are on this channel for the purpose of entertaining themselves. The truth is, majority of Filipinos are dumb, misinformed and unknowledgeable of sensitive societal issues. They would rather watch Korean telenovelas than to watch important news and current affairs. They would rather listen to gossips about lives of others than to listen to information that greatly affect the country as a whole. They would rather pay attention to love life of their favorite celebrities than to pay attention to social injustices that happen within the communities. Not all, but majority of Filipinos are dumb and ignorant. That is why we Filipinos are easy targets for the crony businessman and corrupt politicians to be fooled. Corruption, social injustices, oppression and repression are part of the Filipino culture because we Filipinos are dumb and ignorant. I will say it again, majority of Filipinos are dumb and ignorant. If we Filipinos really want positive changes for all, then we must be aware, pay attention, and do something about it. Remember, we need progressive changes that would benefit all, and not just the few who sit on the top of the paradigm. Unquote.
Mark said, quote, we give help to one family at a time, yes. And then what's next? There are millions of Filipinos who live in dire poverty. We cannot lift everyone from poverty and despair. This program's mission is not to save them from poverty, but to raise social awareness locally and internationally. Remember, we have to be aware of what is going on within our society. To fight oppression, repression, social injustices, and economic inequality, the first step, we have to be aware. The second step, we have to pay attention. And the third step, we have to do something about it. Charity would not help solve poverty. What we need is a progressive change. We need a societal, political, and economic progressive changes. We need leaders who truthfully care for the well-being of ordinary citizens, and not for enriching of their own pockets. Unquote.
Mark said, quote, "If you are fully aware, but turning a blind eye to social injustices that are happening in our society, then what kind of a citizen are you? If you are fully aware, but ignoring the oppressions and exploitations, then what kind of a person are you? If you are fully aware, but playing deaf about the repressions that your fellow countrymen experience, then what kind of a human are you? To end economic inequality, oppressions, exploitations, repressions, and social injustices. First, we have to be aware. Second, we have to pay attention. And third, we have to do something about it." Unquote.
May nag-iwan ng komento. Ang sabi niya, "Mark, ang tawagan niyo ng mga kaibigan mo ay comrade. Mga terorista kayo." Bago ang lahat, gusto kong linawin na ako ay hindi kasapi sa kahit na anong grupo, samahan o organisasyon. Ako rin ay isang non-partisan. Wala akong kinikilingan na kahit na anong political group / organization o kahit na sinong politiko. Ang sabi ng iba, "Mark, komunista ka." Ako ay hindi isang komunista, kundi isang sosyalista. At kung sakali man na ako ay isang komunista, walang masama dito. Ito ay hindi pinagbabawal ng batas. Uulitin ko, ako ay hindi isang komunista, kundi isang sosyalista. Aking muling ipapaalala mga katoto na ikaw ay malayang yumapos sa kahit na anong ideolohiya ang nais mong yapusin. Nais mong yapusin ang ideolohiya ng komunismo? Humayo ka. Walang nagbabawal na gawin mo ito. Ito ay hindi ko sariling opinyon o gawa-gawa mga katoto. Ito ay naaayon sa batas.
Someone left a comment. The commenter stated, "Mark, you are a socialist, so you deserve to be poor, and have no right to become rich." Mark's reply: "The goal of democratic socialism is to lift people from poverty, and not for them to remain poor." Ernesto Che Guevara's family was rich, but he was a socialist. Friedrich Engels's family owned several huge factories, but he was a socialist. Fidel Castro's family owned huge lands in Cuba, but he was a socialist. Mark added, "Your status in the society, whatever it is, must not become a hinder for you to believe in whatever ideology and philosophy that you want to believe in." Mark said, quote, "As a Filipino citizen, you have all the rights to criticize the government, to shout your grievances, to disagree with what the government officials say, to express your opinion and for a freedom of speech. No, it is not according to me, but according to the 1987 Constitution Bill of Rights. The 1987 Constitution also gives you the right to believe, study and practice any political and social ideologies. If you want to believe and embrace the ideology of capitalism, it is your privilege. If you want to believe and embrace the ideology of socialism, you have all the rights to do so. If you want to believe and embrace the ideology of communism, no one could stop you. If you have a sympathy for the poor and despise the incompetence of the government, does it mean that you are an armed communist rebel group sympathizer? Of course not. Even if you embrace the ideology of communism, does it automatically mean that you're a terrorist? Of course not. Does it mean that you're a sympathizer of the armed communist rebel group just because you read the books of Karl Marx? Of course not. The police and military officials who red tag individuals must read, study, and understand clearly the Philippine Constitution." Unquote. Someone left a comment. He said, "Don't believe this guy. This channel is a propaganda by CPPNP, a communist terrorist. Mark is a member. They use poor people to join them with their cause to overthrow the Philippine government. Even the US and European countries consider this organization a terrorist. Don't be fooled by their act of helping the poor people in the countryside. They are actually the most evil people, pretending to help. They are actually recruiting innocent Filipinos to join them, to make war with the government. Someone should expose this guy." Red tagging in the Philippines refers to the malicious blacklisting of individuals or organizations, critical or not fully supportive of the actions of a sitting government administration. This blacklisting takes the form of being red tagged as either a communist or terrorist or both, regardless of one's actual political beliefs or group affiliations. Such blacklisting is a form of incitement and has pernicious effects on its targets. Red tagging may be performed by either public servants or shills. The United Nations, Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch warned that the use of red tagging as a political tactic undermines Philippine democracy by stifling dissent, producing a chilling effect on general discourse, and more insidiously, encouraging assassinations and retaliations. The notorious practice, better known in the Philippines as red tagging, is one that many rights groups consider dangerous and life-threatening. The Human Rights Defender Protection Act prohibits people including the government from red tagging individuals. Mark said, "If you know the individual who is red tagging you, go and sue that individual."
Admin Jenna's response. So you are red tagging Mark, huh? Do you plan to leave a red tagging comment on his channel? Think again. Mark means it when he says it. Just in case you missed it, he already sued a number of people for red tagging, defamation, and libel. 2 are from Manila, 1 from Rizal, and 1 from Pampanga. So, do you want to be the next one? Bring it on. We will save your red tagging comment, screenshot save it. We will save your internet URL, and we'll have someone trace your location. We will find out who you are, we will file a blotter, and Mark will file a case against you. Mark has an army of lawyers and he has financial resources. Let's see how tough you really are.
Mark said that he has all the rights to report, to express his opinion and expression, according to the 1987 Constitution Bill of Rights. English translation. New People's Army video bloggers, surrender now while there's still time. Stop what you are doing. You are in disguise, pretending that you are helping, but the truth is, you are recruiting people to join you in the mountains. We all know you. Mark said, quote, "Just to let you guys know, that we are saving the screenshots of people who red tag us and our channel. These people will be sued for defamation and libel." Unquote. Mark said, "Red tagging is part of the norms in the Philippines. Yes, the military, the police and some pro-fascist people accuse critics and dissents rebel communists and terrorists. So I have to tell this, that no one from my family is a part of the armed rebel communist group. No one from my family is a terrorist. Don't quote me out of context. I'm not saying that the members of the armed communist rebel group in the Philippines are terrorist. I am just simply stating that no one from my family is a terrorist. Because red tag in the Philippines means you are a terrorist in their book. I have to say this, because the Philippine military and Philippine National Police red tag people after people after people. In the Philippines, if you are red tagged, your life and freedom are at risk. You could be harassed, jailed or worse, killed. Yes, it happens in the Philippines, my friends. In the Philippines, if you are a government critic, you put your safety at risk. If I get red tagged by the military or police, I will immediately call my lawyers and my friends from local and international media. Those who's been following my channel for years know that my family and I have been interviewed by some news agencies in USA, Germany, and the Philippines. I will immediately contact them to make noise. I am an American citizen, by the way. Yes, Mr. Military and Police, try to illegally arrest an American citizen. Go red tag me and I will sue you for defamation and libel. Mark said that he has all the rights to report, to express his opinion and expression, according to the 1987 Constitution Bill of Rights. Mark said, quote, "In 2015, this was the one and only channel that shows poverty and how we give help to poor Filipinos. I've been doing this type of program since 2006, using my own money in my pockets. I never had an intention to film and upload what I do on the internet until 2015. My perspective: why tell anyone about the help that you give? Why broadcast the help that you do to others? If you genuinely want to help, do it silently. The reason why I decided to film and share on the internet what I do. Because I want to spread awareness. I want my fellow countrymen and the whole world to see that poverty does exist. That economic inequality, societal oppression, repression, exploitation, and social injustices do exist in this time of ours. You guys are aware that I am highly opinionated and a person with loud mouth. Yes, true. But without my sentiments and rants, there's no reason for me to share on the internet what I do. Without my sentiments, rants, news reporting, sharing of knowledge and information, there's no point of filming the help that we give to our fellow countrymen. Nowadays, copycats are popping out like mushrooms. My assumption: they are using the poor to make money. They are using the poor to promote their channels. They are using the poor for their own financial advantages. They are using the poor for their own financial reasons. I mentioned many times that charity won't solve poverty. Charity is not the solution to eliminate poverty. To eliminate poverty, we need a societal, economic and political progressive changes. Progressive changes that will benefit everyone and not just the few. Progressive changes that will also benefit the people at the bottom, and not just the few who sit on the top of the paradigm." Unquote. Someone left a comment. He said, "A certain vlogger contacted me, asking me to support his channel. Clearly, this guy is trying to jump on the bandwagon in the pretense of helping the poor and destitute, but in reality, it's only for his own gain. This is not the first person to contact me to support their pretentious intentions. As Mark said, it's for their own financial gain and ego. Beware, guys, of falsehoods. Yours, Richard. Mark said. Quote, in 2015, this was the one and only channel on the internet that shows the help that we do for the grassroots Filipinos. Nowadays, copycats are everywhere. Opportunist Filipinos, broke foreigners and broke foreign refugees all want to jump onto the bandwagon. I don't really think that they genuinely want to help. I assume that they do it for personal gain. What despises me the most are those foreigners who go to the Philippines to exploit Filipinos in poverty. Those broke foreigners go to the Philippines to make money out of the poor. Do those opportunists even pay taxes? Because I pay tremendous taxes. How about those so-called vloggers? Do they pay taxes? Those foreigners who exploit the poor must be deported. Unquote.
Ako may dahilan kung bakit ako nag-a-upload ng films/videos about poverty. Ikaw, ano ang dahilan mo? Ano ang dahilan mo kung bakit mo ina-upload sa social media ang iyong ginagawang pagtulong sa mga taong mahihirap? Para ano? Magpasikat? I-enhance ang iyong ego? O i-promote ang iyong channel? Ano ang dahilan mo?
Someone left a comment. I look forward seeing our people to be so happy when they receive help from our fellow countrymen. I've watched several foreigners doing the same thing, but I'm not sure if their intentions are pure. We need support more from our own people. Admin Jenna's reply. They do it for money. They do it for viewership and income, not unlike Mark, who is doing it from the bottom of his heart. Mark has been doing this type of program since 2006 without filming. He just decided to film it in 2015, so that he can spread awareness and express his sentiments. Mark always say that filming and uploading on social media the help he does without his political and social sentiments don't make sense at all. He always say to help without filming and bragging it on social media. Those broke foreigners went to the Philippines and saw an opportunity to make money out of the poor. They exploit the poor for viewership and money. Admin Jenna's reply. What an ignorant statement and rhetoric assumption of yours, Ellen. Mark shoulders all the responsibilities. Mark is the one who deals with money remittance policies, the crowdfunding platform policies, anti-money laundering law, bullshit by the tax people and more. Yes, dealing with all of those for time to time is a pain in the neck. It's stressful. He is the one who shoulders the responsibility to make sure that there would be no scam and stealing from the teams on the field. It's not an easy task. Sending money directly to people on the field without Mark as a bridge would bring no guarantee that the money and help would be delivered 100% completely and adequately. Mark is the one who re-edit and put subtitles on every film. Put yourself in Mark's shoes and let's see if you could last. Do you think that re-editing and putting subtitles is an easy task? Think again. It's time-consuming and an energy drainer. Mark was born and grew up in the Philippines. He experienced hardships himself in his teenage years, so he completely understands the smell and sweat that you were talking about. Mark himself praised Caesar and his crew all the time. He does it all the time and put his praises in the descriptions and subtitles. Do you think that Caesar roams and do what is needed without Mark's thinking? Of course not. Everything comes from Mark's ideas and thinking. Mark is the brain of everything. Do you think it's easy? Put yourself in Mark's shoes and see it yourself. May I remind you that Mark has been doing this program since 2006 using his own money. He just started to accept contributions from people in 2018. For your information, the money from the contributors goes straight to the people we reach and help. All the production expenses are shouldered by Mark himself, and it is not cheap, that I can guarantee you 100%. So shut up and appreciate what Mark does. Learn the facts first before you open your mouth. Mark is a hero.
Someone left a comment. He said, "Mark, you are a socialist, so you have no right to buy a house." Mark's reply. I always say that I have nothing against capitalism. It's crony capitalism that I despise. It's the corruption and exploitation that I hate the most. Also, just because I believe in democratic socialism doesn't mean that I am not allowed to buy a house. The heck, I pay huge property, city, self-employment, state and federal taxes. That is socialism, my friends. The problem is, a big chunk of my income goes to the government, but I get nothing in return. My family and I don't get free healthcare and medicinal services. My children won't be able to go to college for free. In socialist European Scandinavian countries, they have universal healthcare and everybody goes to college for free with money allowance every month from the government. That is the kind of democratic socialism that we Americans should have. English translation. New People's Army video bloggers, surrender now while there's still time. Stop what you are doing. You are in disguise, pretending that you are helping, but the truth is, you are recruiting people to join you in the mountains. We all know you. Mark said. Quote, just to let you guys know, that we are saving the screenshots of people who red tag us and our channel. These people will be sued for defamation and libel. Unquote. Mark said. Quote, some people assume that I am anti-government. Some people misjudge that I am anti-government. My reply, no, I am not. I am not anti-government. As a matter of fact, I truly believe in a firm government for the people. A government for the people and by the people. It is an elementary common sense, my friend. How could a society function without bodies of a government? It is impossible. We need a government for our society and nation to function accordingly. You see, my friend, I am not anti-government. It's the corruption, abuse of power, greed, exploitation, oppression and repression that I despise. Do you understand what I am saying here? Do you understand my point? Unquote.
Mark said, quote, have you guys been listening and reading the news lately? Police and military forces are raiding the houses of progressive leaders. Many progressive leaders of grassroots movements are being arrested, some are being killed. In my own personal opinion, the president failed miserably in his drug war, so his attention is now on arresting and killing activists, critics and progressive grassroots leaders. The current president will go in front of the International Tribunal Court after his reign to face justice. Yes, I hope it will happen, so justice will be served to the victims and to their families. Unquote.
Mark said, quote, why do you keep telling me that I have no right to criticize the government? Why do you keep telling me that I have no right to criticize the politicians? Who said that I have no rights to criticize? Who said that I cannot criticize? Are we living under a dictatorship? Are we living under a fascist rule? As far as I know, we live in a democratic free nation. As far as I know, the Constitution Bill of Rights give me the freedom to criticize and to shout my grievances. Remember, activism is part of our constitutional rights. Do not red tag me. I criticize, yes, but it doesn't mean that I am a terrorist. I criticize, yes, but it doesn't mean that I am part of the New People's Army. Do not let red tagging to become normal. Do not let red tagging to become part of our norms. Unquote.
Mark said, quote, "How many times does the president need to say that the police and military should not hesitate to kill criminals? How many times does the president need to say that do not mind the Commission on Human Rights, that the Commission on Human Rights is stopping him by doing his job? In my personal opinion, the president spits nothing but violence and impunity. That is why the police and military are braver nowadays, by stepping on the rights of ordinary citizens. We Filipinos need a caring, loving and thoughtful president. Not a president who does nothing but to throw insults and mockery to his critics. Not a president who spits rape jokes, violence and impunity. Yes, rape jokes. What kind of a president of a nation who throws rape jokes? Rape is not a joke. We are not ought to throw rape jokes. We Filipinos need and deserve to have a decent president. We Filipinos deserve to have a president with morality." Unquote.
May nag-iwan ng comment, someone left a comment. Ang sabi niya, he said, "Hindi ka sikat, tinitira pa presidente. Punta kang Mindanao, ako papatay sa'yo." In English, "You are not famous. You are attacking the president. Come here to Mindanao. I'm going to kill you." Mga mahal kong kababayan, ang ating kailangan sa panahon ng krisis ay ang tapat na pagkakaisa. Tayo ay magbuklod-buklod upang labanan ang mga kalbaryo na ating hinaharap. Tayo ay magpakita ng pagmamalasakit at pagmamahal sa ating mga kababayan. Ating yapusin ang diwa ng pagkakaisa tungo sa kinabukasang masagana. Magpapalit-palit man tayo ng presidente kada 6 na taon, may magbabago ba? Maglalagay lang tayo ng bagong presidente sa isang bulok na sistemang nakagisnan na. Ang kailangan natin sa Pilipinas ay isang kompletong pagbabago. A complete social revolution from bottom to top and from top to bottom. Ako may dahilan kung bakit ako nag-a-upload ng films/videos about poverty. Eh ikaw, ano ang dahilan mo? Ano ang dahilan mo kung bakit mo ina-upload sa social media ang iyong ginagawang pagtulong sa mga taong mahihirap? Para ano? Magpasikat? I-enhance ang iyong ego? O i-promote ang iyong channel? Ano ang dahilan mo?
Bye.